morning. Welcome to episode 6 of Then We Cross America Season 2. We are in Sequoia National Park. Yes. Sequoia and Kings Canyon are a very weird situation. They are two separate parks. There's Sequoia National Park and there's Kings Canyon National Park. And there's where the differences end. They seem to be very joined, and I don't know if they have different bosses. What's that called?
Oh, like superintendents?
I don't know if they have different superintendents or what, but they are very uniquely tied together. They are very, very close, as in if you're not in one, you are probably in the other, and sometimes it's hard to tell which one you're in at any given time.
Well, and what makes it even weirder is it Sequoia National Forest or Sierra National Forest?
Sequoia National Forest.
Yeah, it's kind of intermingled in there also.
Yeah, and so you're like in Sequoia National Park, and then you're in Sequoia National Forest, and then you're in Sequoia National Park, and then you're in Kings Canyon National Park, and then you're in Sequoia National Forest, and then you're in Kings Canyon National Park, and that's kind of the way the road goes, and it's very strange. But right now we are firmly in Sequoia National Park, and we're headed deeper down into it. We are probably going to explore more of Kings Canyon tomorrow. Kings Canyon is a much smaller park.
Well, it's bigger.
Okay. It's much smaller when it comes to accessibility.
Yes.
The road is much smaller. There's less things to do there that are easily accessible.
Kings Canyon is almost entirely wilderness.
Yeah. If you're, if you hike deep into the wilderness, there's a lot of stuff there.
Also, you're a hardcore hiker because you have to hike up like 3,000 feet from the canyon floor to get...
Kings Canyon is the deepest canyon in North America. Why don't you try 8,002?
Okay.
8,200 feet from the canyon floor up high.
You're a hardcore hiker if you're hiking Kings Canyon.
Yeah.
Out of Kings Canyon to go see the wilderness.
Yeah, I'd be very impressed.
I'm sure there are other ways to get there from the forest or other stuff, but
yeah,
hardcore.
Yeah. But so we're driving down into Sequoia right now, primarily because I have heard tale of showers and laundry.
Everybody's favorite thing in national parks.
Very few national parks have it. This one does, and we are driving to it because it's been a while since we've showered, and we need to shower. I just feel like I have this fine layer of grime all over me.
Let's be honest, we felt that way 2 days ago, both of us.
That's true. That's true. So anyways, we're headed to shower in Stony Creek Village. We're gonna have to drive this windy, beautiful road before we get there, and then we're gonna shower, and we're going to do laundry, and we're also going to explore what there is to have there. I think there's a visitor center and a museum and
exhibits,
things to see. Whoa, that's a big Class A that we just passed. So yeah, I'm gonna stop vlogging so I can look at the road, because I am not really looking at you guys right now because I get a little bit nauseous sometimes. But we'll get there, we'll get cleaned up, and then we'll show you what there is to see there.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on, and then you make that smile and my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Can't get enough of this, being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this, being with you is a never-ending sunshine. You got your high heels on, and I'm wearing my worn-out jeans. What could go wrong? Sipping on a beer, sing along to our favorite songs. All I want is you. You make my world spin round and round. Sometimes I don't know what to do, 'cause my heart starts racing.
So okay, Mount Goddard is the taller of the two pokey ones to the right of the tree.
Yep.
So, and then Mount
Rhinestein is the shorter of the two pokey ones to the left of Mount Goddard.
All right. And then the ridge kind of in front of it's kind of hard to see is Tombstone Ridge. Is that behind this tree?
Yeah, the one that's closer. Not the really close one, the one that's farther away.
Oh, okay, I see it. I had to move over a little. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but yeah.
Yeah, that's Tombstone Ridge.
And then Kettle Dome is the one kind of in front, closer.
I think Kettle Dome I can't see because of the tree. And you probably can't either.
Okay. And then this right here is smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, that big, long,
slopey thing.
Arched, that's Spanish Mountain.
Okay. That was a really quick vista point for those people.
Yeah. Talked about some snow and then they took off. So what's funny about all that...
So talking about snow, I don't know if I can see it in the camera, but there is still snow on those mountains. There's still
snow on Mount Rhinestein for sure.
And then over to the right.
Over to the right of it, yeah. Oh, sorry, no, on Mount Goddard for sure, and then over to the right of it, yeah.
Yeah. What I want to know is what is that pokey uppy thingy right there? It's like kind of in between these two trees.
Oh.
It's not on the map. It's not on...
Well, it is. It's right here.
Yeah, but it's not...
But it's not called out.
Yeah.
Well, so that's on the end of Spanish Mountain, so let's find Spanish Mountain, which I've kind of been looking for anyway. There's Mount Goddard. Mount Goddard is behind Spanish Mountain, so Spanish Mountain should be... We're here. Mount Goddard's there. There's Spanish Mountain. Obelisk.
Oh, that makes sense. It's not a very unique name, but I would think somebody would put their name on it and be like...
Well, there's also...
Obelisk? I don't know.
Just to the right of Obelisk is Tehipite Dome.
Tehipite Dome.
At the top of the Tehipite Valley. I'm saying that right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Very cool.
Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine. A never-ending sunshine.
We are back in the truck. I feel like, according to the vlog, we've just been in the truck all day.
This is a very car-oriented national park, it seems.
Yeah, it's very different. Like Yosemite, we went a whole day without getting in the car. That's not going to be the case on this stretch of our trip. We did go down to... I can't remember when the last time we vlogged was. We stopped at Stony Creek and we showered and we ate some lunch and we did some laundry. Then we continued on down to a place called Lodgepole Village, which had a little cafe, restaurant-y, cafeteria type thing, and a store/gift shop, and then a visitor center/gift shop, where we watched this kind of moving video on bears. It wasn't the best produced movie, and it's 13 years old at this point, so it might be time for them to do an updated version of this video, but it was pretty good. They basically just told about the history of bears in California and why it's important for us to make sure that we leave them wild, because when they become too dependent on our food, they get a little bit aggressive about it, and then they can hurt humans. And as much as the park tries and protects the bears and really wants the bears to be safe, humans are a higher priority. So if a bear does hurt a human or is a really big threat of hurting humans, they have to
put the bear down,
dispose of it. They call it disposing of
destroy.
Yeah, it's really sad. And clearly, like, one of the ladies in the video, clearly she's had to do it, and it was really sad. And she was like, no one's ever happy when that has to happen, and they try really hard to make sure that the bears don't have to get put down, but sometimes that's just what has to happen, and it's pretty upsetting. So that was a really good video, and it was a really good job of like teaching people what they can do to protect the bears, and they just look so cute. They did a good job of like kind of reaching out to your heart and getting you to like really care about the bears, and then telling you, if you don't take care of them, we're gonna kill them. Basically. Yeah.
They also talked a bit, you mentioned the history, they also talked a bit about like kind of the life cycle of a bear, and you know what they eat and do throughout the seasons, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was really educational. It was good. It was about 20-ish minutes. So we watched that, and it's played kind of on demand. So if you walk into the visitor center and it doesn't seem like it's playing, or you don't see a sign of when it's going to play next, just say to a ranger, hey, when does the video play? Or hey, can I see the movie? And they'll be like, oh yeah, sure. And then they'll just do an announcement, and then no one else will go in there with you. And then you can watch it. They do an announcement so other people can go watch it, but no one came in with us. It seemed like some people had gone in and were just waiting, but no, they hadn't asked, so no one knew they were in there waiting. So luckily we went in there and they started the movie. So we did that, and then we are back on the road. We stopped back at Stony Creek and we got some gas and spent a couple minutes on the Wi-Fi, and then we are headed back up to a campground.
We should talk about the General's Highway, since this is why we're here.
Oh, is that what we're on right now? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So the General's Highway connects the General Grant tree to the General Sherman tree, and it's kind of the main exhibit in the park. It's just kind of assumed that at some point you're going to drive the General's Highway. That's part of the park experience for Sequoia National Park, at least, and Sequoia National Forest. We have driven the northern end now from Grants Grove Village down to Lodgepole,
which is the middle.
Which is basically the middle, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not exactly, but pretty close.
And we drove this half.
Can you wait just a second?
Yeah.
All right, it's just on you. My arm was getting tired of holding it the other way.
We drove this half because number one, it's less windy, and number two, it's where we were staying. So we needed the showers, like we told you in the last vlog section, and so this was the way to get to showers and gas and the other things we needed. But also, this is the area that I wanted to drive. There is a shuttle bus on the southern end that I think that we're going to be taking a lot, because I spoke to a ranger and he said, yeah, the southern part of the General's Highway is very, very windy, and it gets tiresome driving it. So we haven't seen it yet. We will let you know what we think when we do. But what are your thoughts so far on the General's Highway?
It's pretty good. The northern part seems like it's a lot less windy, according by the map.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt car sick yet. I'm very prone to car sickness. I haven't really felt car sick yet, but there's been a couple moments where I've been like, oh, I feel like I could get car sick real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little nervous about driving the southern half, either in the truck or in a shuttle. I'm cool taking the shuttle, but we might want to pick up some Dramamine before we do.
Yep.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So far, I mean, this is pretty. I'm not seeing nearly as many giant sequoias as I thought I was going to see.
Yeah, I'm not blown away yet by I mean, there have been a couple of really big ones, but
Yeah.
I think that we certainly haven't seen the giant grove yet. That's down south. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty road, but I feel like I've seen bits on 50 and 80 that look a lot like this.
Yeah.
What's on Highway 50 and Highway 80. So, the General's Highway itself, at least on the northern end, is fine. We are finally out of the truck. Matt, I'm not sure where he went. Maybe he went to the restroom. We have just been hanging out at the campsite. We are staying at Sunset Campground in Sequoia National Park, I believe. We talked about maybe doing some different hikes this evening, but we just kind of wanted to relax. I think we might go get stuff for s'mores and make some dinner here pretty soon. But right now, we're just relaxing. I took a little nap. I read the latest issue of Trailer Life magazine, and Matt hung out with the dogs. I'm not sure what he did. I was reading and sleeping. But I think we're just going to take it easy the rest of the evening. I'm gonna hope that this shadow continues to travel this way and not this way. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else planned for today. I think we're just gonna take it easy and relax. Matt is back there setting up the generator so that we can charge up the battery a little bit more and cool off the refrigerator a little bit more, and just make sure we have enough power for tonight after the sun sets, because we do have solar, but we want to make sure we have enough power because to charge devices, and Matt has a CPAP to breathe when he sleeps, stuff like that. I am over here playing with the fire a little bit, getting a fire started. We were gonna make burritos. We have the stuff to make burritos, but we've been really lazy this trip about making our own food. So we picked up these burritos from the camp store, and they are vegan, which is pretty cool. This one's a breakfast burrito. It has roasted potatoes, red peppers, smoked seitan, and seasoned tofu. And this other one is a curry tiger with lentils, curried seitan, red peppers, and potatoes, spiced with turmeric, cinnamon, and cardamom. So we picked these up at the little camp store. We're gonna, they're supposed to be done in the microwave or maybe in the oven. We don't have access to either one of those because they take too much power. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna wrap them in foil and try them in the fire and see how that goes. Hopefully it makes for a good dinner.
You're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while.